Today I want to talk with you guys about something that actually affects me quite greatly. I haven't talked about it a lot in the past, but it's something that really frustrates me, and I think it frustrates everybody. And that's cheating. Yeah, man, there's cheaters in a lot of online games. People cheat for various reasons. They cheat because they think it's funny, because they're bored, because they've got inferiority complexes. There's a wide variety of reasons, but you can bet your butt that if you're playing an online game, that there's people probably cheating in it, or at least trying to. And recently, in games that I've played, that I've covered here on the channel, like Rainbow Six Siege and Tom Clancy's The Division, you know what's been a huge problem for both those titles? Cheating. In fact, that's in both games been part of the reason why I kind of shied away and stopped playing. Because I was tired of dealing with cheaters. Sometimes it's obvious, sometimes it's not so much, sometimes people are just better than you. But again, cheaters are present. Whether you want to believe it or not, they're there. They'll always be there as well. But some games work a little bit harder to dissuade cheating. Whether it's through their anti-cheat systems or just utilizing player feedback and reports and then doing something about it. And that's probably the biggest thing, and that's why we're making this video here today, because when it comes to Blizzard and it comes to Overwatch, they plan to permanently ban. According to a recent article posted up on their site, they said if a player is found to be cheating or using hacks, bots, or third-party software that provides any sort of unfair advantage, that player will be permanently banned from the game. This is a big deal. A lot of games, when it comes to cheating, they're soft on the issue. Why? Well, partially because they don't want to piss off their paying consumers. Even if they're cheating, they say, hey, these people bought our game and they might continue to give us money, so I don't want to, get them upset and ban them for life, and then they might stop feeding us the money that we need. But that's kind of a strange stance to take, because if you ban a cheater's account, then you might actually just get more money if they decide to buy it again. But that's like the crux of the issue, right? Because when you're dealing with $40 or $60 games, if you permanently ban that account, it's a big pain in the ass. I mean, it's $60 every time someone gets caught cheating. That's gonna push a lot of people away. So I think ultimately what it does is it just stops people from cheating in that game. Or if they do cheat, it stops them from playing again because they don't want to run the risk of just forking up $60 so that they can cheat for another week or two and then get caught and do it all over again. A lot of people won't do that. However, there is a less nefarious side to that, and that's false positives. Or people getting, quote, caught for cheating that aren't actually cheating. Because that can happen. It's a real thing. So on one hand, I applaud Blizzard for taking a hard stance on cheating, but on the other hand, I really hope that they've got a great system in place to decide whether or not someone's actually cheating. Because banning someone who's not cheating for cheating, that's going to be a huge pain in the ass. You could see people vindictively against people they don't like, accusing them of cheating, and they're just really good players, and then Blizzard, for whatever reason, mistakenly thinking that it's cheating, but again, they're just really good players, and then giving a permanent ban. Like, if that situation occurs, that's a bummer. However, I am going to assume that those will be few and far between. And obviously, anyone who gets accused of cheating and permanently banned will likely have the right to refute it, and I expect everyone to do so, including the people who are legitimately cheating. But yeah, that's just my hope that Blizzard's got a really good system in place. Now, what system do they have? Well, we're not so sure on their back end. I know they've got anti-cheat software that they run in most of their games, which I believe goes by the name of Warden. I'm not sure if that's still effective and still in place or not. I haven't really kept up with it. But in-game stuff, they're gonna have an in-game option to report players for potentially cheating directly through the client. And then you can also contact them at hacks@blizzard.com. So they're going to rely on the player base to report what they expect to be cheating. Now, with that, you have the option for human error, of course, and they say there's a few things to keep in mind before you accuse someone of cheating. Number one is that their game kill cam is not reliable at all. Due to latency or just being buggy, it can look like someone auto-snapped to a headshot, or someone was firing not on target but still hitting them. There are things that will look like cheating because the camera, the death cam replay system, isn't all that reliable. And then one thing they point out for people to keep in mind is that, hey man, some people are just really good. Like, a lot better than you. And it could look like they're cheating even though they're just incredibly skilled. Which admittedly is going to be a bit of a slap in the face because no one wants to think that they suck at stuff. But hey man, that's just the truth. Some people are good, some people aren't so good. There's a varying degree of skill when it comes to anything, and video games are no exception. So just because you got your ass beat and then you couldn't get a single kill on that one guy doesn't mean he was cheating. So keep that in mind. Ultimately though, I do think it's a great thing that Blizzard is going to be taking such a hard stance on cheating in Overwatch. I know I haven't been covering the game over the past couple of months, but I like Overwatch, and I plan to play it, especially during the launch when all my friends are playing again. In fact, I'll be doing some more coverage leading up until launch, giving you guys some of my thoughts, maybe some tips videos, whatever. The bottom line is I'm looking forward to Overwatch, and cheating really pushed me away from some games recently. And I don't want to have that happen to this game as well. It's always a concern when it comes to first-person shooters, and to hear preemptively that they want to be on top of the ball, they want to do a good job, and they want to keep cheaters away by permanently banning them gets 2 thumbs up from me. So kudos to you, Blizzard. I really hope that you guys have a good system in place so that you don't get false positives and you aren't banning people who are cheating. And I know although I say that, it's bound to happen on occasion. Just the hope is that it doesn't happen that often, and that most of the people you permanently ban are actually cheaters. Alright guys, that is going to do it for me here today. Please let me know what you think below about cheaters in multiplayer games, about Blizzard's hard stance of a permanent ban, and about the concern of false positives. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts, and until next time, I'll see you later.